Good morning. Today I, Bindu Gupta of Army Public School Pathankot, PGT Commerce, is going to deliver a lecture on financial statement analysis, which is Unit 4 of the third book of Class 12th Accountancy Analysis of Financial Statements. So under this chapter, I am going to discuss the introduction, tools for financial statement analysis, interested parties, purpose and limitations of financial statement analysis. Meaning of financial statement analysis is it is the process of reviewing and analyzing a company's financial statement to make better economic decision. These statements include income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement, statement of changes in equity. Financial statement analysis assess the financial health and performance of the company. Financial statement consist of comparison for the company over the period of time and comparisons of different companies either in the same industry or in the different industries. As per Mayer, the definition of financial statement analysis is financial statement analysis is largely a study of relationships among the various financial factors in a business as disclosed by a single set of statements and a study of trends of these factors as shown in a series of statements. So from this definition, it is very much clear that financial statement analysis is undertaken by the creditors, investors and the users of financial statements to assess the creditworthiness, financial soundness and earning potential of the business. The complex data given in the financial statement is divided or broken into simple and valuable elements and relationships are established between the interdependent or related elements of same statement or different financial statements. This process of division, establishing relationships and interpretation thereof to understand the working and financial position of a business is known as financial statement analysis. So to diagnose the following parameters, that is profitability, solvency, liquidity and the stability of any business concern, financial statement analysis is done. Need for financial statement analysis. The financial statement analysis is needed for evaluating the financial performance, financial position of business concern, prediction of future performance, operating efficiency of the firm. So first is the financial performance. For evaluation of financial performance, that is the long-term solvency and the short-term solvency or business concern, short-term solvency of an enterprise. Creditor, suppliers are interested to know the short-term solvency or liquidity of the enterprise, that is its ability to meet short-term liabilities. And lenders are interested to know the long-term solvency and short-term solvency of enterprise to assess the ability of company to repay the principal amount and interest thereon. Thus, The financial performance of a concern can be known through the financial statement analysis. Second, financial position. The financial position of a concern can also be known through the financial statement analysis. On the basis of financial statement analysis, the earning capacity, profitability of an enterprise can be assessed. In addition, the earning capacity of the enterprise in coming years may be forecasted. All the external users of financial statement, especially investors and potential investors, are interested in knowing the earning capacity and the forecast. Third, prediction of future performance. Past financial statement analysis helps in assessing developments in future, especially in the next year. For example, given a certain investment, it may be possible to forecast the next year profit on the basis of earning capacity shown in the past. An analysis thus helps in forecasting and preparing the budgets. Next, operating efficiency of the firm. The financial statement analysis helps in identifying the areas where managers have been efficient and the areas where they have been inefficient. For example, by using accounting ratios, it is possible to analyze relative proportion of production, administrative, and marketing expenses. Any favorable or unfavorable variation can be identified and the reasons thereof can be ascertained to pinpoint managerial efficiency and the operating efficiency or inefficiency of the firm. Thus, we can know from all the points discussed above that financial statement analysis is of utmost importance for knowing the performance of an business organization. The tools of financial analysis. There are various tools through which the financial statements can be analyzed. Financial statements have information about assets, liabilities, equity, revenue, expenses, profit earned or loss incurred, and cash flow of an enterprise in absolute amount. They are not readily understandable to the external users. They are not of much use and meaning when analyzed in isolation. They are analyzed with financial statement of same enterprise for earlier year or years or with that of another enterprise of similar nature and size operating in similar business environment. They may be compared with industry standards. Commonly used tools for financial statement analysis are comparative statement, common size statement, trend analysis, ratio analysis, fund flow statement, and cash flow statement. First is common size statement. When the figures of financial statements are converted to percentages, the balance sheet items are expressed as ratios of each asset to total asset and the ratio of each liability to total liabilities. Items are expressed as a percentage of base year. It is time series analysis. Second is comparative statements. Comparative statements are also called horizontal analysis. It shows the financial position of a company at different time periods. Comparative financial statement mean a comparative study of individual item or component of financial statements, that is balance sheet and statement of profit or loss of 2 year or more of the enterprise itself. In comparative statements, amounts of 2 years are placed side by side along with changes in amounts in absolute and percentage terms to facilitate comparison. Both statement of profit and loss and balance sheet are prepared in form of comparative statements or comparative financial statements. Next is ratio analysis. The most popular way to analyze the financial statement is computing ratios. It is an important and widely used tool to analysis of financial statement. It is study of ratios between various items or groups in financial statements. Ratios are arithmetical expression of relationship between two or related or independent components of financial statement for an accounting period. An analysis of financial statement with the help of accounting ratio is termed as ratio analysis. Ratio analysis is an important tool or technique for analyzing financial statement, that is balance sheet and statement of profit and loss. It helps in assessing the profitability, solvency, liquidity, efficiency of an enterprise. Ratio analysis is of four types. One is liquidity ratio, second is leverage ratios, third are activity ratios, fourth is profitability ratios. Liquidity ratios measure the firm's ability to meet current obligation. The two types of ratios are included under this ratio. First is current ratio, second is quick ratio. Then are the leverage ratios. These ratios show the proportion of debt and equity in financing the firm's asset. These are also known as long-term solvency ratio. Under this heading, we study various ratios such as debt equity ratio, debt to total asset ratio, proprietary ratio, etc. Third are the activity ratios, which are also known as turnover ratios. They reflect the firm's efficiency in utilizing the assets. Fourth are the profitability ratios. These ratios measure overall performance and effectiveness of the firm. Under these ratios, we study gross profit ratio, net profit ratio, operating ratio, operating profit ratio, return on investment ratio. And under the third ratio, that is activity ratio, we study inventory turnover ratio, debtors turnover ratio, creditors turnover ratio, working capital turnover ratio, etc. Next is the cash flow statement. In financial accounting, a cash flow statement, also known as statement of cash flows, is a financial statement that shows how changes in balance sheet account and income affect a cash and cash equivalent and break the analysis down to operating, investing and financing activities. It shows the sources from which cash is received or generated and the purposes for which it is utilized or used. It also shows the changes in cash position from one period to another. In addition to above statement, fund flow statement, and percentages are also the tools of financial statement analysis. Now, the management is interested in financial statement analysis because management has to ascertain overall as well as segment wise efficiency of the business. Besides, it helps them in decision making, controlling and self evaluation. Second is employees. Employees and trade unions are interested in better emoluments, bonus, better working conditions, and security of their jobs. So they are always interested in profitability, operating sustainability, and financial strength of the business. Trade unions are also interested in financial analysis because the degree of profitability helps them in negotiating and entering into revised wage agreement with the employees. Next, creditors. Creditors are interested to know the short-term solvency position of a firm, that is, the ability to meet its short-term liabilities. Short-term solvency of a firm can be determined with the help of financial statement analysis. On the, on the basis of analysis, they decide whether they should allow or extend credit to enterprise or not. Next is lenders and investors. So lenders and bankers are interested in servicing of loans granted to an enterprise, that is, regular payment of interest and repayment of principal amount on due dates. In other words, they are interested in long-term and short-term solvency of the firm, that is, the ability to pay interest on loans and debts and its repayment. Investors are the owners of the company who invest their savings in the enterprise. Therefore, they are interested in profitability and safety of their investment. They would like to know whether the business is profitable, has growth potential, and its progress is on expected lines. Growth potential of business helps in appreciation of their investment. Next are the shareholders. So, shareholders are the owners of the companies, and the potential investors or the potential shareholders, they are interested to know the present profitability, that is the earning capacity of the firm, and the financial position as well as the future prospectus to determine whether they should invest in a particular company or not. Next are the labor unions. Labor unions, they are always interested in the welfare of labor, workers and the employees working in different organizations. So they are always interested in profitability, operating sustainability and the financial strength of a business. Trade unions are also interested in financial analysis because the degree of profitability helps them in negotiating and entering into the revised wage agreement with the employer. Next are the government agencies. Government agencies are interested in ensuring the proper assessment of tax liabilities of the enterprise as per the law in force from time to time. So all these are the parties which are interested in financial statement analysis as per their interest. If we have to find out any two areas of interest of these parties, then for management, two areas will be decision making and controlling. For employees, it will be bonus and better working condition. For creditor, it will be the decision. They want to know whether to extend credit to enterprise or not. and also they will be interested in knowing that whether they will get their money back on time or not. Then are the lenders and investors. The lenders, they have to take decision whether the concern is able to repay the principal amount and interest on time or not. The shareholders, they are interested in accounting information, and the two areas of interest are: first, they are interested in getting the dividend, and then they will be interested in the safety of their investment. The labor union, they will be interested in financial statement analysis because of two points. First is the security of the job of workers, then is the better emoluments. And government agencies, they are interested to know the proper assessment of tax liability of the enterprise so that the concern is able to pay tax on time. The next topic is purpose: to evaluate the financial performance, financial position, prediction of future performance, and operating efficiency of the firm. The last topic of financial statement analysis is limitations of financial statement analysis. First is the accuracy of financial statements and information largely depends on how accurately financial statements are prepared. So, whatever the limitations of financial statements, same limitation will apply on the financial statement analysis. So the heading will be suffers from the limitations of financial statements. Second, companies have choice of choosing the accounting methods. For example, LIFO versus FIFO and depreciation method. LIFO and FIFO methods are related with the inventory. That means if the sale of inventory is done last in first out, mean the stock earlier will be sold first and the latest stock will be sold afterwards. FIFO method means first in first out. The material purchased recently, it will be sold first and the stock will be sold at last. Moreover, there are various depreciation methods. The two methods which we have studied in class 11 is the straight line method and second is the diminishing balance method. Again, the organization has choice to choose a method whether it should be the straight line method or it should be the diminishing balance method. So it is not free from bias. So here the heading will be not free from bias. Next is it checks just monetary aspect of company's performance and ignores non-monetary aspect of company. So this is the major limitation of accounting process also. Anything that can be expressed in money terms will be entered in books of accounts, and anything which is not expressed in money terms can never be recorded in books of accounts, though it is very important. For example, the profits of the concern are increasing due to the efficiency of the manager and of employees, but it can never be shown in the books of accounts. Another example, if the firm has to bear loss because of the dishonesty of an employee, again it will not be shown in the books of accounts, though it is having an important impact on the firm's performance. So, this ignores the non-monetary aspect. And the heading will be qualitative aspect ignored. For example, the quality of management, quality of staff, public relation, efficiency of employees, dishonesty of employees, etc. As these qualities cannot be expressed in money terms, so cannot be shown in books of accounts and are not included in financial statement analysis. Next is, if company's accounting period completes at 31st December and another company's accounting period completes at 31st March, we will unable to compare both companies' financial statements. So the heading will be variation in accounting policies. So variation in accounting policies means for interfirm comparison, it is necessary that accounting practices followed by the firm do not vary significantly, as there may be variation in accounting practices followed by different firms. A meaningful comparison of their financial statement is not possible then. Few more limitations are there which we can write. It is ignores price level changes. Price level changes. Price level changes and purchasing power of money are inversely related. A change in the price level makes analysis of financial statement of different accounting years invalid because accounting record ignore changes in the value of money. For example, the land which is being shown in books of accounts was purchased 10 years back. The value of land at that time was 10 lakh. So it will be recorded at 10 lakh only. But now the value of land may be 1 crore. But that will not be recorded in books of accounts. So that's why the financial statement analysis will not give true and fair view of the financial statements of a concern. Next is the window dressing. Window dressing refers to presentation of a better financial position than what it actually is by manipulating the books of accounts. On account of such a situation, financial analysis may give false information to the users. The next is identify symptoms. This is the main limitation. The financial statement analysis, they identify symptom of the problem but does not offer its diagnosis. The management has to look for the remedies to rectify the problem. Though there are many limitations of financial statement analysis, such as historical analysis, ignores price level changes, qualitative aspect ignored, suffers from the limitation of financial statement analysis. It is not free from bias. It is not giving good result when there is variation in accounting practices and policies. There may be window dressing of the financial statements and it only identified symptoms does not tell the remedy. But even then, financial statement analysis is of utmost importance. The company should do financial statement analysis, keeping in mind all the limitations discussed. Then it will prove fruitful to the organization. It will serve the purpose of various interested groups. It will help the organization and management in taking various decisions. It will also be helpful in inter-firm comparison. It will help in intra-firm comparison. It will also help in short-term and long-term solvency of the enterprise. It will helpful in knowing the earning capacity, profitability, solvency of an organization. So we should not view that the limitations are much in number. No, though the limitations are there, but even then the points of importance are also many. That's why financial statement analysis is of utmost importance for an organization. Now I am going to recapitulate the topic. We have discussed the meaning of financial statement analysis, which tells that it is a study of relationship among various financial values as set out in financial statements, that is balance sheet, statement of profit and loss account, and cash flow statement. Next, we have studied the tools of financial statement analysis. The various tools of financial statement analysis are comparative statement, common size statement, ratio analysis, cash flow statement, and fund flow statement. Then we have discussed the types of financial statement analysis. The types of financial statement analysis are external analysis, when we have to depend upon the published data. Then internal analysis, when the management can do the analysis from the facts and figure available in the organization. Next is horizontal analysis, that is also known as time series analysis, trend analysis, when the comparison is done for many years. Then was the vertical analysis, which is also known as cross-sectional analysis, when the financial statement of 1 year are analyzed only. Next, we have studied the intra-firm comparison. Intra-firm comparison mean comparison within the organization. Then is the inter-firm comparison, which mean comparison of two firms. Next are the parties interested in accounting information. Parties interested discussed were management, employees and trade unions, shareholders, owners and investors, potential investors, supplier, creditors, bankers and lenders, tax authorities, etc. Then was the significance of financial statement analysis. Financial statement analysis is significant because it tells us about the earning capacity, that is profitability, then is the operating efficiency of the organization, short-term and long-term solvency of the organization, help in forecasting the future. Next are the limitations of financial statement analysis. The limitation of financial statement analysis discussed were historical analysis, ignores price level changes, qualitative aspect ignored, suffered from limitations of financial statement, not free from bias, variation in accounting policies and practices, window dressing, and it identifies symptoms. So from the discussion done till now, it is very much clear that financial statement analysis is of utmost importance for an organization for each and every party. Now, on the basis of above discussion, various questions are given as home assignment. Number 1. What do you mean by financial statement analysis? Second, name various tools of financial statement analysis. Question number 3. Explain the significance of financial statement analysis. Question number 4. Name the parties interested in financial statement analysis. Question number 5. Explain any two areas of interest of each party in financial statement analysis. Question number 6. Explain limitations of financial statement analysis. So, the students are requested to make the notes on the questions given as home assignments. So, thank you so much.